love you all. Hello,
It's so good to see you.
congratulations.
It feels so weird to be talking to you and not have
I
my
know.
mouth be on fire.
I know. I was like, no candy this time. So usually you guys would eat sour candy, as Kira knows. But so we have a lot of fan questions. So I'm gonna individually address you and ask, just so you know.
Cool.
Okay, so starting Kira, so I know you and Jack both executive producers, but what would you say was the most challenging you think for Undercover that when it came to filming?
I mean, the most challenging part of making the Thundermans Undercover was that we filmed 2 episodes a week instead of 1 episode a week. And so that was not only double the workload on production weeks, it was sometimes 3 or 4 or even 5 times the workload on hiatus weeks in between filming. And so at any given moment, there were, 5 episodes being considered, 2 or 3 being table read, 2 or 3 being filmed, 4 or 5 being written, 4 or 5 being edited. It was just this crazy accelerated process that I don't think we ever could have done if we hadn't had all of the experience from the original series. And then add on top of that, wearing multiple hats as an actor and a producer and eventually a director. So it was a lot. It was super fast paced, and it was focus. It was like 100% focus for 4.5 months, but it worked and it turned out great, and the product is what we all hoped it would be. Like, I don't think that increased production schedule decreased the quality of the product at all. So I'm really proud of it. But yeah, it was hard, man. People don't realize how hard it is to make TV, and then people extra don't realize how hard it is to make multicam sitcom, and then people extra don't realize how hard it is to make kids TV. Like, it's we love
A
it, we're
lot.
grateful. It's a lot. So yeah, it was no easy task.
Yeah. And do you know what you're doing with your free time now? You know
Um,
what to do?
it's been, we wrapped and then I went right out for the holidays for travel to be with family. And then we got home to the LA fires, and it's just been like a really weird month of like not really being able to do anything. Now, luckily, that's settling down. And so I'm literally, as soon as this day is over, gonna figure out what I'm doing with my life, get back to all my hobbies
Yep.
and stuff. Jack and I are about to travel. We're going to a couple of European cities to promote the show soon that I'm really excited about. So but yeah, I'm getting back to Hobbyland. I'm getting back to I'm taking figure skating lessons, and I'm rock climbing, and I'm making pottery, and I'm, hiking, and I'm doing all the stuff Kira does when she has free time as soon as I can.
You're getting back to it. Okay, then for Maya, you have a big role for this one. You did before, but a lot focused around you. But a really popular question was, how did you balance, or how do you balance being like the soccer star in a normal life and then also filming?
Yeah, I would I mean, I was in Vancouver for 4 months, but I would fly home almost every single weekend and on hiatuses to go home and do my practice there. But while I was in Vancouver, I would practice, like, I try to practice as much as I can, but again, it's like really busy and it's a fast-paced schedule, but I would practice, do a private training in Vancouver. So yeah, that's what I did for 4 months straight, and now I'm back to my normal season, and I love it.
Do you want to be professional? Is that like your biggest goal?
I'm not really sure yet. I definitely want to go to college and try to like play like as high up as I can, and I'll continue playing, but I'm not sure if I want to go professional yet.
Yeah, well, we'll see. And then did you have any like deja vu moments being back?
I mean, yeah, when we had, I mean, the new set, it's like really, all the sets are so nice, but just being with everyone, it's like I remember doing it when I was little. So, because it was most of my childhood. I went from 3 years old to 7 on that show. And so it was really nice being back with everyone. And it was definitely deja vu.
Yeah. And then Jack, what do you think has been the best memory that you've made with each of the girls so far, in a little maybe story time, like a memory you share?
I think Kira's episode directing was really special. I think I always love collaborating with Kira, but it was really a special week for her, a special week for all of us, really, to see that happen. Really, just collaborating with Kira the whole time. I mean, and our relationship just goes back so far. So for every step of the way of getting the movie and doing it, and then talking about the show. I mean, it's hard to pinpoint one specific thing. I mean, definitely the episode she directed, and I'd say maybe the rap day was, that definitely sticks out.
It
Um,
wasn't watching the Taylor Swift concert from your penthouse balcony. That was pretty
we did
big.
have a couple little get-togethers at my place. It was really fun. And
Saw that we could
I
see
love.
the final night of the Eras tour through the windows of the stadium. We could see the Jumbotron. It was
That's
great.
insane.
And Maya's just such a great energy to have. I mean, she's 13 years old. She's super fun. And while we can kind of be in our sort of adult way sometimes, here she comes in with her, sort of attitude of I'm 13. I have no care in the world, and that's something that we all can use from time to time. So I mean, I love these girls, and it's an honor to work alongside them and learn from them and grow with them, and yeah, I hope to get to do it again this year.
Did you guys have any improvised scenes that you remember shooting? And then if not, did you have a favorite?
No, nothing is improvised. Everything is scripted, but we do pitch jokes. So there are sort of little, I guess I shouldn't say nothing is improvised. Like there
I
are little
improvise.
No, I know, you're right. But I guess when I think of improvise, I think of like, okay, so in this scene, this is what's happening. Go. But we do improvise like a punchline at the end of the scene, or like we'll add a little bit, we'll add a little facial expression. More of the improvising is sort of the way that we deliver more than the actual content. But yeah, I guess there were some. I mean, Jack, what were like? I remember there being a few buttons that you improvised at the end of scenes, and a couple of them made it in, but I can't remember any of them right now. Do you?
I don't want to spoil it. I can think of a couple, but like I don't want to spoil it. I mean, it is cool being like you said, we are executive producers. I do. I mean, even when we were actors, like, you fit into that very specific tight actor role. You in a part of a bigger puzzle piece. But as EPs, we did feel a little bit more comfortable. Tweaking things and coming to the showrunner and saying, "Oh, what if it was like this?" and improvising a little bit. So, I think the part of the reason they wanted to give us that respect is that they saw value in, me and Kira. There's not many people who know the show better, and so that was really, really special.
Oh, I
Yeah.
have one. In the episode with Lillimar that's coming up, where I'm tied up, I have a line. It's like, "What, you think this piece of junk can hold me?" And I pitched them a line. I pitched them to blow it and have it hit me and go, "Whoa, strong piece of junk," and it made it into the trailer. It's in the
Oh
trailer of the series. I was like, "Let's go!" That was my joke.
yeah.
Which is great because a lot of times your favorite thing gets cut. There was a line in the first or second episode where Jack goes, "Oh no, I think it's the one tonight." He goes, "You wouldn't," and I went, "I would," and they cut it. They had me do a take without the
did they?
tail, and I'm so bummed about it because I thought it was so funny. But whatever.
Dang.
I love that. And then real quick before we end, Maya, do you have a favorite scene that you filmed?
Yeah, my favorite scene that I filmed was my first ever fight scene. And I'm not going to say too much about it because I don't want to spoil, but it was my favorite scene and I loved it a lot and I hope I get to do more.
She was a menace. Don't get on her bad side, man. That girl can throw a punch.